Yo, what is going on, you guys? It's your boy King Sanders here. We are back with another video as of today. Today's actually going to be the start of a new series. So this one is going to be one that I think I've seen Goonigan do before. So if he has, I'll double check afterwards. But if he has, I'll definitely link his stuff down in the description down below. A tremendous 2K rebuilder. So definitely go ahead and check him out if you haven't already. But I'm going to be doing the 30 teams, 30 rings rebuilding series. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the 76ers and go team by team until I win a championship with every single team. What I'm going to be doing is I haven't really decided yet. So what I could do is I could either go ahead and start in the 2021 offseason for each and every single team, or I could keep it all in the same simulation or like the same save and just go team by team and see how many seasons it would take to win a championship with every single team, ending with the Wizards. I just don't really know, just for the mere fact that if we do it in the same sim, we won't know anybody by like the 10th or 11th season, or the 10th or 11th sim. So I really don't know what to do when it comes to that situation, so just let me know down in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys want to see. If you guys want me to keep it in the same sim. If you guys want me to just do it in the offseason every single year. But we are starting with the Philadelphia 76ers. And we are not going to really be using this trade, I don't think. Actually, yeah, I will. Just because it is really close to the time that the draft is happening. Let's go ahead and take a look and see who all we have left. So we do have Usman Garuba still here and Dacian Nix. That's actually really, really insane. I was not expecting that. So as of right now, let's take a look at who all is on our roster. So with their contracts still, and I did turn off injuries. I don't know why he's injured. I will just have to override it so he's not injured anymore. So, we do still have Ben Simmons. We still have Tobias Harris, Vernon Carey Jr., Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, Shake Milton, Paul Reed, George Hill. And George Hill is expired. Kork Maz is expired. Danny Green's expired. Matisse Thybulle's expired. But he does have a team option. And so does George Hill. Chris Dunn has a player option. I'm not really sure how they would have gotten him. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, so it was some sort of trade from the season where I had to sim it. But so realistically, we do have a decent number of players. So can't really argue with that. But let's go ahead and make a pick here. I just want to see what position I truly need. So we have our point guard for now. I do think I will end up trading him. I do feel like it's a realistic thing that'll happen. So, Ben Simmons, we have Shake Milton or Danny Green. Well, I guess Danny Green could technically play the 3, or we could have Seth Curry, because Seth Curry must have got traded at some point. So that's kind of unfortunate. So we do have Ben Simmons, we do have Shake Milton, we do have Danny Green's expired, so we would have Matisse Thybulle, we would have Tobias Harris and Embiid. We could use and then we'd have Tyrese Maxey as the backup point guard. So we could technically use a backup shooting guard, maybe. Yeah, probably a backup shooting guard or a backup small forward. So I do think that with the options that we do have remaining, I think that I'm probably going to go. I just want to make sure I'm not missing it. Jared Butler would be interesting. But I think I'm going to go Dacian Nix. I don't know how he fell all the way down here, so I can't really argue with something like that. But I do want to bring back Dacian Nix, but that's the only player that I really want to bring back. Chris Dunn does decline his player option, which is fine because I was probably going to be doing that anyway. George Hill, he does have it declined as of right now, and I think I'm going to keep it that way just because we do have Simmons and we do have Tyrese Maxey as of right now, who showed a lot of potential. So I don't really have any reason to bring back George Hill, or at least as of right now. So I don't think I'm going to re-sign any of these guys. I don't really foresee it happening. We have only about $5 million, but we do have $50 million in cap holds. So if we got rid of the cap holds, I do think that we would have a little bit more money to work with. I just don't know So I do want to renounce the rights on Chris Dunn. I do want to, I guess we could try to keep Korkmaz. He is pretty cheap. We can get rid of him. And I would like to keep Seth Curry if at all possible, but I just don't know if it's going to happen. So, yeah, we still don't really have any money at all. We do have like 3 max contracts though, so I guess it does kind of make sense. So I am going to throw Ben Simmons in the trade finder and kind of see what all we can come up with, so I'll be back. So I do know that we get this player a lot, but I do think that this is probably the best option that we can get for Ben Simmons without giving up a pick. Just because I do want to keep our future picks. I do think that they will be a necessity in the future, and we are getting back a young center in Moses Brown. So backup center, backup power forward, however you would want it to go. It could really go either way. So we do have, our starting point guard for now. We do have our power forward. We have our center. We have our backup center or power forward, whichever one you want to look at it. We do have our starting shooting guard, our backup point guard. We do have our starting small forward. So we do still need some wing help, but realistically, I do think that this team's in a pretty good spot. It's pretty well balanced all the way throughout. So, I do think that we're in a pretty good spot. So let's go ahead and send untapped potential to some of our young guys. I'm sure Shea is already A+, yeah. So let's go Tyrese Maxey, and let's go maybe Shake Milton. Sure, we'll get him up to an A-, just so he does go up a little bit more. So let's take a look at the rotation here. Like I said, we have Shea, Shake Milton, Matisse Thybulle, Tobias Harris, and Joel Embiid. We do have Moses Brown here as the backup center, but we do also have Vernon Carey. So maybe we could always go with, let's see here. So let's go ahead and move Moses Brown to the backup power forward position, just because I do want him to actually be playing those backup power forward minutes. So this is going to be the new rotation. So we'd have Moses Brown as backup 4, Tyrese Maxey backup point guard, Vernon Carey backup center, if we really need one. And then I do think I will go and put Danny Green here as the backup 3. Our bench isn't very deep. We're only about, 9 players deep, but realistically, I just think this is kind of like the best rotation we can really get right now. And I don't think it's realistic to get Shea for Ben Simmons. I just don't think that the Thunder would do that. I just want to make this extremely clear, so whenever I get the hate comments, I can come back to this exact moment. I don't think it's realistic for Ben Simmons to get traded for Shea. I truly don't. But it's just, at the same time, this is just what the trade finder has given me, and I do think it's realistic that the Sixers do trade away Ben Simmons. I just don't think it's for that exact trade package. So I just wanted to make that abundantly clear before we went any further with this. It looks like we are losing games here a little bit, which, I kind of expected. But, I will just sim to the end of the year, and I'll see you guys there. So we're here at the end of Season 1, and Jokic does end up winning MVP. That does kind of stink because I was hoping that it was Embiid. Cade Cunningham was Rookie of the Year. 6th man goes to DeMar DeRozan. Jonathan Isaac, Defense Player of the Year. Most Improved, Nicholas Claxton. And Tyronn Lue, Coach of the Year, with Josh Marks as Executive of the Year. We do end up as the 4th seed in the conference, 6th in the power rankings. So we weren't necessarily the best, but we definitely weren't completely terrible either. So we do still have a pretty young roster outside of maybe Tobias Harris, but we're still a pretty young team. I didn't expect us to be like the absolute best right out of the gate. So I do want to check the stats real quick. So Embiid put up monster number. Whoa, 27 and 15, and he didn't win MVP. That's actually insane. Shea actually had a really good year as well. Tobias Harris, he did take a little bit of a dip, but realistically, I mean, he is getting a little bit older. Tyrese Maxey was very solid for us off the bench. Vernon Carey actually was very solid off the bench. So it looks like we may need a new starting shooting guard. And then Moses Brown was actually not terrible for us off the bench. Matisse Thybulle was our starting small forward. And as good as he is on defense, he just doesn't really have very good offensive stats. And then we did have Danny Green as our backup small forward. So Our bench needs a lot of work. We could use a new shooting guard and a new small forward, to be completely honest with you. I could always move Tyrese Maxey to the 2. I just don't really know how that would work with Shea, Tyrese Maxey, and it may be really good, actually, now that I think about it. And then keep Matisse Thybulle for defense. That might not be terrible. We just wouldn't have a backup point guard, so we'd have to figure something out there. But first round, we're going up against New York Knicks, who do have Kyle Lowry now. They have Emmanuel Quickley, R.J. Barrett still, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson. So, wow, they actually picked up a decent amount of players. They got George Hill, who, we didn't end up taking back. They got Draymond Green, Norman Powell, Kyle Lowry. I don't know if, they might actually beat us. Wow, we actually win in 7. So that is, that is very interesting there. So I do want to go ahead and do defensive focus here to go, play physical defense. I just feel like it helps out just a little bit more. We're going up against Miami, who didn't make a single move. Oh, they got Rashawn Holmes off the bench now, Kevon Looney, but really not that big of moves. And we actually end up winning in 7 as well. Oh my lord. So now we're going up against the Boston Celtics, who have Otto Porter off the bench now. So they're kind of in the same boat as us. They have a stacked starting 5, but they don't have much of a bench. We end up winning in 7 as well. We've won in 7 in every single series so far. Can we go ahead and extend that into the finals? This team scares me, not because, they have a starter of Corey Joseph, and then they have a rookie starting, who actually wasn't too bad, Chris Duarte, but LeBron and Anthony Davis always scares me, and it always will. So, and they end up winning in 7. Oh, we could not get it done. So LeBron James is your finals MVP, but that's okay. I truly didn't think that, I didn't think that we would end up winning in that first year. I didn't foresee it happening. So let's go ahead and take a look at the lottery. I know we have a first rounder. I just don't think it'll be very good. So we get the 25th overall pick, and I'm pretty sure that's it. So maybe I'll go ahead and sign someone since the draft is coming up. It might be kind of fun. But we only have 792,000. Would that be enough for Steve? I don't know. What are his offers? I wish I could look at his offers without firing my trainer, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. So I guess we'll keep what we have for right now. We'll go to the NBA draft, and I guess we will just see kind of who all is still there. We're only going to have a 25 pick, so it's not like we're going to be the greatest, but so we do need a small forward, or I guess let's take a look here. So this would be a small forward. He would have a B- overall, so he's probably close to like a 72, 73. And then the only B overall is draft and stash guy. So would I want to take a shot on him? Because then for sure we would be going into one more rebuild. We need a new shooting guard or a new small forward. I guess we'll take a shot on this guy here. I don't really know. Of course, it's a auto-generated player, Randall Russell, but who knows? Maybe in the off season we can definitely make something work. So I don't want Paul Reed back. He didn't really do too much for me. We will offer the qualifying over for Shea, and then for bird rights, I will go ahead and have Shea get the qualifying offer there, just because I want to make sure that we can definitely re-sign him, and then maybe potentially make another piece here. So for right now, our roster is kind of looking like Shea, Tyrese Maxey, Shake Milton, Matisse Thybulle, Randall Russell, who is our newest addition to the team, Tobias Harris, Moses Brown, Embiid, and Vernon Carey Jr. So really, we just need a starting shooting guard, and truthfully, I think that we'll be fine. So we have about $25 million to be able to spend on someone. So are we able to get a decent shooting guard? I don't know if we'll be able to or not, but let's just look. So we could offer Terry Rozier a contract, which wouldn't be terrible. I just don't really know if that's the fit that I'm looking for. It might be. It might be. Yeah, I guess we can try it. Or is there a small forward that we could move to the 2? I doubt it. A point guard. Devontae Graham, he does usually put up pretty good numbers in 2K, but yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and offer Terry Rozier a contract, and we'll keep the rest of the money for next season whenever we have to re-sign Shea. So let's go to the player progression here. Let's take a look and see kind of what's going on. We do see a little bit of green, but mostly none of our players are getting any better or any worse, which isn't always the worst thing, but, you know, it's not necessarily the best either. So we'll auto-generate these rookies. We'll go to Untapped Potential. I think I want to send Untapped Potential over to, not Tobias Harris, Tyrese Maxey, get him up to an A, and then we'll go Moses Brown as well. Sure. So now we have 2 A potential guys there. We are 5th in the power rankings starting in the regular season here. So we do have Moses Brown off our bench, who I still think is a very good piece. Tyrese Maxey, Shake Milton, Vernon Carey Jr., and I think that's pretty much all we're going to do. Let's take a look at system proficiency real quick. Make sure that that's still the best. Actually, balance is the best. So let's turn on balance there. We will go to the staff, and we will change Doc Rivers. We'll change his preferred system over to balanced, which is, where is it at? Okay, there it is. I'm an idiot. So switch that over to balanced. We'll keep the changes and exit. So I think that we're a solid team this year. I do think that we may need one more year. Let Matisse Thybulle develop even more, but his defense is very, very solid. So I just think that we're gonna be okay. I think we're gonna be okay. So I'll send him to the end of the year, and I'll see you guys there. Okay, so we're here at the end of the second season. We are a little bit better. We're 2nd in the power rankings, 1st in the conference. Luka does win MVP. Trent Bailey, Rookie of the Year. 6th Man of the Year, Spencer Dinwiddie. Jonathan Isaac, Defensive Player of the Year. Most Improved, Devontae Graham. Stan Van Gundy, Coach of the Year. And Executive of the Year goes to Dylan Shaw. So, there is a team that's definitely better than us for sure. Embiid does get first team this year, which is definitely, you know, you'll love to see that. We have no one on any teams whatsoever, which is very unfortunate, but, you know, at the end of the day, I do think it's all right. I'm not stressing about it too much. So we're going up against the Magic first round. They got a solid squad, but they haven't really made any moves. They maybe got a little bit deeper in their big man section, but other than that, I just don't think that they made that many moves. Oh my goodness. So Cade Cunningham fell to 4 in the draft this year. Their only weakness is their center spot. So Embiid should have a monstrous series, but oh my God, we went in 4. Hold on. Let's see this. Second round. What do we got here? As soon as it loads, because it does take forever. Yeah. Oh my Lord. Embiid averaged 29 and almost 18. Oh my Lord. We're going up against the Miami Heat once again, who did end up beating... No, we actually beat them in 7 last year. They really didn't make any moves, and we end up beating them in 6 this year. We're going up against the Spurs, who have Zach LaVine and Rudy Gobert. Wow. They made some huge moves, but we do end up winning. We end up winning in 4, so I'm very shocked that we won that. Joel Embiid is your Finals MVP. I'll take a look at stats one more time, since it was only 2 seasons that it took for us to win a championship. So these were the stats throughout the season. So you guys can let me know down in the comment section below. Should I keep it in the same sim? Should I, just keep using this exact same sim and just go team by team? Or should I just do it from the off season every single year so we at least know who the players are? Just let me know down below. I'm honestly fine with whatever. Also, for the comment question as of right now, should the 76ers trade Ben Simmons? I know that Ben Simmons had a very rough last couple series in the playoffs. Excuse me. I know he had a last rough couple seasons or series in the playoffs, but overall, I mean, he is a all-defensive, player, and on top of that, he is pretty much close to a walking triple-double as you can get. So I mean, do they trade him away, try to get some young pieces like maybe Shea? I mean, obviously they wouldn't trade Shea, but I'm just saying like a player of, a young player with lots of potential like Shea, or do they just keep him, try to continue out the process? But that is 3 players making $30+ million with Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, and Simmons. So it does just kind of make it a little bit difficult. But if you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. This was episode 1 of the 30 Teams, 30 Rings series. So just let me know what you guys think about the next one. But for now, this is King Center signing out. Peace.